Okay, so I'm just sitting here reflecting, and I'm sitting here on some, we gotta get this out. But it's not so much as I reflected deeper and went into what I was feeling. It wasn't to get out, but more so embrace, nurture, and fully remove the veil. And I asked myself, should I share with the collective? Absolutely. Because this would be ooh, the part of the journey that I experience. And with self, and when I say self, infinite creator of all. So I tell myself absolutely, because there's some of you who are also experiencing certain sensations and feelings that you could just feel the energy moving through your heart chakra. But the thing is, you may not even know it's the heart chakra, depending on the way you react to it. Because remember, at the start of this, I said, get out. I had to get it out. But the deeper I went into it, ooh, very similar to what you see there. Awesome. Yo, oh yeah, evidently so. Because my eyes is an extension of my brain. So there we have it. There we have it. And this is what I was experiencing, a beautiful image of the stars in the sky, where you could also see the Milky Way came up on the screen as well. Ooh. And in that essence was that power that dwells deep within. Now, prior to doing this right now, I was reflecting on a dream that I had with the sea monster. And some of you who have been here have heard this already. And prior to it becoming the Leviathan or the sea monster, it's basically a dragon water serpent. But before it became that, it was a whale. Free Willy, to be exact. Just that was my movie. And it was nibbling on my index finger. Jupiter, I have a Sagittarius. This is Sag season. Not that it happened now, but I'm expressing it now. So it nibbles on my finger, and I take it and I go like this. And there's a little girl with me that has to do with Thanksgiving. And she was with me, but that was a code in itself, which is why I'm saying that day. And as I reflect on this year, and what I chose to do was to be in the essence of solitude, this is also why that is becoming much clearer as well. Because as I'm in the water, making sure that she's okay and she's fine, because I end up grabbing her But then I look ahead and I see, you could basically say it's the Grand Canyon, that type of view. But it's more so, I tend to see a lot of mountains and very high cliffs from a point where it's, something, okay, without the stars in the sky there. It was basically a wall, and it was just the clay was red clay or red, yeah, red clay. I would call it red clay. That's what it just showed up as, red clay. And it was just coming down. And people were trying to get out of the water, but they couldn't. The weirdest shit. But me and her, because I was in the water and I knew this current was coming in, I just rode with it. And it literally took me and her and put us right on top of the shore, because there were people in the water wanting to get out, but they couldn't make it because they kept on sliding down the wall. Because the portal in between that and the water were one, but then it wasn't. And that had a lot to do with, as I'm saying this now, the person's perception. Some deep shit. So the wave just, and I just walk off with her. And that's how that ended. But prior to me being in the water, I was in a helicopter, dropped right into it. Yo, I should be on some other shit. But this essence that I'm talking about, beginning this, beautifully so doing this, is allowing me to cool off. So it gave the frequency and the vibes of a crocodile. Very powerful energy. Very powerful. Because of patience, stillness, and silence. Once I connected that dot is when I noticed it's not to get out. It's the wisdom and power, the gift, the reward. So I just wanted to share that. And let me pull a divine feminine. This is the only angels and ancestors card that's here. Where are the other ones? Over there. But it's the shaman. I guess you wonder where I've been. Life as you know it will never be the same. That's what I'm strongly feeling, not in the sense of just to say it on some make believe, but the now make believe is coming from the maid that's known. It's a different vibe. Different vibe. The Princess of Mercy and the Goddess of Abundance, Lakshmi and Nyashan. Lakshmi is very significant to this new moon. Kali big time in connection to the South Node. Parvati as well. The Red Lady, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Y'all, I'm just a reflection of embracing that feeling, utilizing the feeling Cancer Capricorn. Use Capricorn feeling Cancer. But from a space of authority. You know? Y'all let me know in the comments if you enjoy this as well. I'll be more than glad to share these type of messages. We have Zhao, Zhuangxin, the Kini, the enlightened feminine, and the mystic of peace. And I shook my head like this, or nodded, because I was saying, to whom much is given, much is required. And here we have the mystic of peace and the enlightened feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. The Kini, the enlightened feminine, very beautiful. And there go Parvati. Wow. What is she? She's going to be conjunct the new moon, and there she goes. You see my face? Oh, okay. This is what I love right here the most about what I do. Zhou Zhuangxing, the mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. Then we have Parvati, the goddess of devotion. I am love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. This is why I don't have no in between. This one here is here to evolve. And this is what my gift is to the collective, to be a reflection that you're here to evolve, you know, and to provide messages of clarity as to, okay, you're not tripping about the way you're going about a situation, but here's why. So you can now do it from a space of wisdom and love. Much different. I like it. What was the answer? 2211 on December 11th. It just went to 2212. That portal 1212 gonna be something, and he's holding a baby owl. Enlightenment. That's what that is. Oh, will do. The elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you have She-Wolf with the Elder. Unleash the wild within. Full moon. So this is also speaking of the full moon in Cancer we'll have at the end of the month of December. Full moon in Cancer. Completion due to forgiveness when it comes to the way you feel about your foundation, your home, your first initiation or your first moment of family or soul tribe, your immediate family. Okay? This has to do with speaking one's truth. Strong emphasis here on her neck, throat chakra. So, and then we have move beyond ancestral patterns. So there's a certain way of expressing oneself from a certain emotion that's being washed out, cleansed out. This landed across the oracle third time in 24 hours as of now, around there. Wait for important information. Now, in the previous message, it had to do with Venus. Let me see what it's saying now. Got this deck here, the Lyrans and Anunnaki and the fire element. Hey, 11:30. You already know. Solar return. And shout out to y'all once again. Definitely show that love. Okay. Wasn't gonna pull these cards. I'm gonna shuffle them 3 times. This is the second house. Venus rules the second house. Wait for important information when it comes to your assets, finances, and the things that you value. All right, then you've got Gemini. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. A lot of telepathic communication here with the ancestors about what ancestral pattern to move on from, having to do with, show me, having to do with the moon and Libra we have here. The way one feels about significant partnerships. This is the pattern. Significant partnerships. Page of Cups. I don't want to come on. Wow. Okay. The middle finger is Saturn. And I picked it up, it was in reverse. But it's upright. Okay. And then we got Nine of Wands, Moon and Sag. Let me see. Because I'm getting the message of not treating the new as the old, basically. Take that as a yes. Standing on sudden enlightenment. Okay. This could also have to with the gift, the spiritual gift of the high priestess of the light and the dark. The dark matter. So you got the hermit here. So this would be this way and this way. Okay. It's something you have to be still enough to see the order of it. Because what was last is first. But you have to be still enough to see the order. 29, 29. That's Seven of Swords. What's here? The Emperor. Aries energy, reflecting the I am that I am, but standing in one's power. The strength and courage is coming from the wars and battles won. Look at that Nine of Swords. And then we have the Chariot, which is about the Cancerian energy. We got 14 swords, 6 swords. Let me see, 6 of swords. And Queen of Wands. Of Judgment. Let me see what's under that. Okay. Seven of Swords right there. Next to the Cancerian energy again. Be still enough to see this. Yeah. Being still enough to see this. Okay. I'm seeing being mindful of what it is that some are digging for. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Hierophant. Shit. Hierophant comes out. Which Taurus energy, second house is here. So your assets, finances, and the things that you value are connected to spiritual. The spiritual. Being the elder, being the oracle. Yeah, see, this is why they said share the first part of it and the energy that came through and the way it was handled, you feel me? Because whoever you are, you've been doing much deeper studies, looking into information the last 2 years, and you have a mental capacity, awareness, even the way you communicate on a telepathic level that has increased. Look at that. Taurus is right up under that. Gemini, Taurus, Sagittarius in 12th house. Speaking of those things that are hidden, deeply hidden, Neptune, you have to see it beyond the physical. You have to have a vision of the beyond the physical and have that communication and being able to ground yourself in a way to be able to step into this energy here. You have to be very grounded. That's why the hermit's in the middle. Why is the hermit in the middle? Why is the hermit in the middle? And the star is pointing towards the high priestess. The Hierophant is the hermit. The Hierophant is the hermit. Let's see. Why is the hermit there? Has something to do with the elder. To assist with moving beyond ancestral patterns. Yes. And the situation or event is right on track at this time. We have valid issues. Someone's putting you on your toes to bring you back to a space of being poised and graceful as you pursue the arts, so you can have the effort that is required, the endurance, the stamina to do this repeatedly, because you're going to be very successful. Nine of Wands again, but this is about utilizing, those emotions connected to memories based on what you can see, because you're going to be shown a lot. And when I mean shown a lot, this has to do with an increase in your abilities, your spiritual abilities. Certain things that you may feel as though you have to get out is more so nurture it. Really sit with it and feel what's happening, and ask yourself, what is your purpose in life, and do what your purpose is. And then you'll see that energy become an essence that is not that you're getting it out, but nurturing it now. What's this? Fell in reverse. Look at that, the Black Widow. Because Nine of Swords would be more so of a psychic attack where you're not in tune with the God within. So anything outside of you can now, you know what I'm saying, twist your situation up. Low vibration. That's what it came out reverse. That's why the Hermit's there. So energetically, you've been moved from a certain space. So these adjustments can happen in your life, new life. Childhood, 6 years old. Visit the past, loving life, and experience new beginnings, growing innocence, foundations. Dynamite, excitement, passion, action. Energetic, breakup, catalyst for change. This landed right on top of the Hierophant, the beehive. Diligent, persistent, stamina, application, tireless, mindful, devoted, patient. 22 on that box right there too. A builder. Taurus, Hierophant, it landed right on top of the Hierophant. That's 8 Taurus. Also showing that in order to do this, you have to have the balance of the spiritual Scorpio. That masterful, charismatic, magnetic, deep, occultish, you feel me? Occultist energy. Forked road. Direction change. Direction change. Options. Free will choice. Multiple choice. The moment of truth. Crisis. That's Pluto. Chapter 5 right there. Turning point. Change in circumstance. What's this? What's next? What's this change? Where is it going? We got kerosene. But we got here that landed on top of the Hierophant, the checkered flag, conclusion, outcome, finale, the end, achievement, finishing first, culmination, final chapter, feeling relieved. And from what exactly? Because we got kerosene that came out with cross. Shit. Because it's stepping into your 10 of Cups, because it's Pisces and Aries, and that would be the final deacon. That's the 10 of Cups, 2 of Wands vibes, fork road. So down for the cause with the cross here, down for the cause, letting go, putting others first. I'm getting released dogma, heeding the call, releasing the martyrdom syndrome. Then with kerosene, you have ignite. You got two Very powerful energies here. Kerosene and dynamite. That's crazy. Kerosene, aggressive, accelerate, ignite, determine, fuel, encourage, sustain, powerful, stimulate, volatile situation, provoke, watch out, unpredictable, combustible, propel. But with the cross landing on top of it, this could be about the way you heed the call, and you're encouraged to do it from the space, being mindful of the space, you're encouraged to heed your call. But just know that you will be feeling relieved, so you don't have to bring in that defensive frequency. You're just removing things that no longer serve you from a space of enlightenment, right? With Balvati, with Dakini energy here, trusting your gut instinct the first time. So she says, my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. You feel me? So that way you can come to this space of the outcome and the conclusion being something that is much more relieving to you. Corset held together due to boundaries, restriction. This is Aquarius energy, but ancient rule of Aquarius is Saturn. So you got here held together, boundaries, restriction, prim and proper, following laws, universal law, shape shift, people pleaser, letting that go. And then we got the urn. Let's see, loss. Yeah, you losing, that's very unlikely. You losing is unlikely in this situation because you got the balloons. You're on a high vibe and you're ascending and letting it go and attaining your goals with a higher perspective. Let's go. What's this? 2 what? Capricorn. Capricorn. But yeah, y'all, that's the vibe right now. Just let me know if you enjoy this message in the comments. I am open for personals. Just email me and we'll take it from there. Read the email thoroughly, all right? Because that's where I will determine if I can move on with you in the reading, because I have to be mindful of who I do read for, because the information you're going to receive, it's going to require a certain shift. Most say that they're prepared for the shift, but that shift be coming with the works, you feel me? And the transformations and the transmutations you got to put in, and it's not something where you just gonna do for a moment and then no, you know what I'm saying? So I love you and thank you. Gratitude. All praise is due to the Most High. Ciao, my darling.